In a quiet suburban town in the United States, 16-year-old Jamal walked through the bustling corridors of Lincoln High. He had just transferred to this school, and the weight of first impressions pressed heavily on him. Jamal was different, not in a way that mattered to him, but a way that others noticed immediately. His skin was darker than most of his classmates, and his style stood out in a sea of conformity. From the first moment he entered the classroom, whispers followed him. Some students glanced at him with curiosity, others with skepticism, and a few with thinly veiled contempt. He felt their eyes weigh him down, judging before they even knew him. During the first lesson, Jamal tried to introduce himself, offering a friendly smile. "Hi, I'm Jamal. I just transferred here," he said. A boy named Connor, sitting in the front row, smirked and muttered something under his breath. "Looks like he thinks he belongs here." Jamal felt a knot tighten in his chest. His mother had always told him, "People will judge you by your color before they judge your character, but your actions will speak louder than their assumptions." Over the next few days, Jamal tried to join clubs and classes, but subtle rejections continued. He wasn't allowed into a group project, a student whispered during lunch. "He'll probably mess it up anyway." Despite this, Jamal persisted. He volunteered for the school's coding competition, where students were creating apps to solve local community issues. Though hesitant, he contributed a unique design that impressed the judges. For the first time, some students started to see him differently. One of them, Lily, whispered, "He's actually really good." Weeks later, the school announced a student council election. Jamal wanted to run for a position, but the prejudices remained. Some students spread rumors about him, trying to tarnish his reputation before voting even began. Instead of retaliating, Jamal focused on his campaign. He held meetings, shared his vision, and most importantly, listened to students' concerns. His empathy shone through, showing a side of him that few had bothered to see. On the day of the election, the gymnasium was packed. Students whispered, casting sideways glances. Jamal's heart pounded. When the results were announced, Jamal had won, fairly, decisively, by a large margin. The same students who had doubted him before now shook his hand, some sheepishly apologizing for their earlier behavior. Connor, the boy from the first encounter, muttered, "Guess I was wrong about you." Jamal smiled. "It's okay. I hope we can move forward." That evening, Jamal sat on his bedroom floor, reflecting on the past few weeks. He realized that the prejudices he had faced were not his fault, and that changing people's perceptions required patience, resilience, and courage. He wrote in his journal, "People will judge you by the color of your skin, but kindness, talent, and determination can break through even the strongest barriers. Every small victory matters, and sometimes changing one mind can start a ripple that changes a whole community." Months later, Jamal's story became an example for other students. Teachers shared his journey during classes about empathy, leadership, and overcoming bias. Students started conversations about fairness, equality, and understanding differences. By facing judgment with courage and consistency, Jamal had transformed not only his own life, but also created awareness in the community. His story proved that prejudice could be challenged and real change was possible when people chose empathy over assumption. Judged before they knew me, I learned that actions always speak louder than assumptions. Change begins with understanding, and understanding begins with courage.